Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So we've got something a bit different today, something a bit more interesting and exciting. So I don't know if you guys have heard of basically Robinhood accounts, and also you might have seen a lot of stuff in the news about how obviously stock markets apparently shouldn't be going up and certain bankrupt companies. We're gonna have a look at some in a minute, like Hertz for example, that have basically gone bankrupt, but they're getting bought up by basically what I call the Robin Hoodies. So I just want to be part of their money gang basically. So I've got a hoodie on. Look, I know it's not the same sort of Robin hoodie, but you know, I mean, I might get a Robin Hood outfit just for a laugh. But anyway, on a serious note, let's have a look at what's going on. so so this is the first one we're gonna look at. So this is what made me thought, right, we're gonna do some videos on this because it's just hilarious. Right, so this is American Airlines Group. So as you can see, we had a pretty big move in the past literally couple of days. Just a small matter of about a 90% move. But what these guys do, this was first brought to my attention when Tesla had its massive short squeeze. Like, it seems like back in the day now, but obviously it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, it had its massive short squeeze. And we'll have a look at it in a second. And then what was happening was she was getting loads of Robin Hoodies. They were buying way out of the money calls, which were obviously really cheap, but they were buying loads of them. And then obviously it got to a point where the people that sold them the calls had to start covering the underlying, basically buying the underlying asset to cover those calls, in case the price did go up, which obviously did. So yeah, they've done the same in this, and then basically there's this subreddit that I knew of at the time, and I've been having a look at every now and again, but there's so many posts and it's so full of just like just rubbish basically. They're just having a laugh and a joke, and I mean they've got like their own little language. It is actually hilarious if you have a look at it. But anyway, yeah, the Reddit group's called WallStreetBets, or WSB. So you might have seen WSB knocking about places, but what it stands for is Wall Street Bets, and it's this subreddit here. So yeah, you just kind of look at what they're chatting about for the day, and it's just hilarious. I can't even talk about the language, but they've obviously been watching films like Wolf of Wall Street and the actual Wall Street film, and they're just using that same sort of language, and it's just hilarious, guys. It's just hilarious. It reminds me of when I was younger, basically. But yeah, you just have a look. But anyway, also an interesting fun fact, that these guys obviously think they are pumping the price, and to a certain extent they are, but I also know that there are basically hedge funds, like black box hedge funds, that they basically scan these sites for what they're talking about, and then they start bidding. They start basically buying the calls on what these guys are talking about. So then they start talking about it, start buying it. Some hedge funds jump in and start buying it, and then before you know, Tesla's short squeezed like the whole of Wall Street. So yeah, so basically these guys, like the Robin Hoodies, I like to think of them as like the Robin Hoodies that are basically robbing the Wall Street shorters, and squeezing them out and taking all their money. So it's pretty funny, really. It's pretty funny. So anyway, so this is American Airlines, and they put the squeeze on that big time. I mean, there was some basically they were making like 6,000% returns. They were buying like calls, buying like 250 calls for like 30 calls for like about $40. And then they were cashing out at like $4,000 for those calls. It's just literally like the next day. If you have a look on Twitter, you can find some of them. But here's another one. So that's almost the American Airlines. Here's a Hertz. Like, look, the company's gone bankrupt, right? The company declared bankruptcy, yeah. So it went to basically all the way down to nearly zero. And look, it basically went above. It traded above the price. But it basically traded higher than it had traded since the 1st of May. Bearing in mind, it went bankrupt on basically the 22nd of May. And these guys are buying this up. It's hilarious. So literally, when something goes down lows, they buy it up. And we'll have a look at Tesla. We'll just have a little look at that short squeeze, the short squeeze in question. I mean, this is basically it. I mean, just look at the previous price action for Tesla. and then look at this that just happened out of basically nowhere, like straight out of left field. But anyway, yeah, it appears like they've got on those calls again. Look, and we're squeezing up again. But now we're actually at all-time high. So you know what they say about all-time highs. That's basically what you're meant to buy. And once you break out new ones, there's the buy. I mean, I drew this arrow probably a bit conservatively. I mean, let's face it, it's probably going to end up being about up here or something. So we have got this dynamic that we all know about in the stock market, where basically stocks go up and that's it. Basically, they're not allowed to go down anymore, guys. I mean, if stocks aren't going down anymore now, when there is basically no economy, everywhere's apparently going bust, and yeah, people have lost their jobs. Just imagine what it's going to do when things start to get a little bit better. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to find me some of these stocks, and like, rather than just listen to these guys, I'm going to look at them, and all I'm really looking for is heavily shorted stocks and stocks that are down a lot. So first thing I went on to is a stock screener. So I went on the screener. I basically went on, this is on TradingView, guys, and I went to 1 month and I just went to basically the lowest, the biggest losses. It's simple as that. And I had a look through. A lot of them are obviously like inverse ETFs, obviously, because obviously the stock market has been rallying quite a lot the last month. An inverse ETF, especially a 5x one, is going to be down considerably. But yeah, so I was just looking through these, seeing what I found, seeing what I could come across, and then yeah, I was looking at this as well. This was a Seeking Alpha article. This is the most up-to-date one, which was heavily shorted stocks in April. But I tried to find the May one and I couldn't find it. I'm guessing they just don't want to make it that. I bet Wall Street have just paid them not to publish it or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, so I couldn't find one for May. But I had a look at some of these stocks, and like some of them are pretty interesting. But also I did find basically this source data by Y-Charts. So Y-Charts is just another basically. Let me show you. I don't have an account with these guys. I literally looked them up when I looked them up when I read this article. And yeah, I mean, it's just a trading platform, it's just a charting platform, and start a 7-day free trial. So I'll be starting that, and I'll be finding out where this stock screener is, because I actually got to find. If you guys know where it is on here. If you guys know where it is on TradingView for the most heavily shorted, then yeah, just let me know. If not, I'll just be taking a 7-day trial and seeing what I can find. But yeah, so I was having a look through some of these, and then one of them caught my eye. So GameStop Corp. So let's have a look at GameStop Corp. It's on here, GME. You see, I've red flagged it. That's like the opposite of a green flag. So what I'm looking at in this, obviously massively shorted. You can see it's absolutely fell out of bed like the past just forever. Fell out of bed the past forever. What is interesting to me is that last earnings, we had the earnings, and then we pretty much obviously sold off again, and we had a bit of a pop after. So we've got earnings coming up again soon, and earnings always are a catalyst. And yeah, I mean, I'm not even bothering looking into these companies. I'm just looking at what's the most shorted, because that's basically the energy that's built up if they have to start to cover before earnings, or they get squeezed after earnings. This could just be a massive pop. So I'm going to look into that. And then one I found, this is one of my own little ones that I found. My own little ones. I don't know. This is obviously on the LSE, so I don't know how much these Robinhoodies look at the LSE, but it's right. Let me show you. It's pretty weak stock. It's come down from basically mid last year, 2019. It topped out at $41. It got down to $2. It went up to $10. It went down to $3, and it went up a bit. And now it's on sale again. It's on sale at $4. So yeah, and then there's one other juicy little tidbit of information that I found on this. Let's go over to that monthly chart. Right, so you guys know that I love the TD sequential, right? You guys love it, and this is why I love it, yeah? Look at this. We topped on basically a 9. Not fully topped, I mean, just there or thereabouts. Basically the 9 was around the top, and then look, we came down, and look what we've got, guys. Look what we've got. We've got a monthly 9 too. So we've got a monthly 9. We've got we don't have earnings that's gone on this anyway. We've got a monthly 9. We've got a collapsing company, and I was talking to one of my friends about it, and like I said, I didn't do any research, but he said these guys, they sell sort of in-game advertising, and like there's people that are playing a lot of games at the moment. So I mean, maybe these guys have got a potential at least to make. I mean, but yeah, but this is what we mean. See, there's my rational mind coming through. We've got to forget about that. We've got to look at the chart, look at the TD sequential. I've got to basically buy a load of calls as soon as the market opens on Monday, and then I've got to start posting. I've got to start pumping my bags. Not really. I'm just kidding. Obviously, we're not going to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, so yeah, just an interesting tactic. So what I've actually done, I've set myself up a little new a little new watch list called Big Losers, because these guys are all big losers, guys. Big losers, and then yeah, just see what like calls I can get, and just see if they start getting squeezed. Tilray was another massive one that was massively squeezed as well. And oh, look what we have got here. A monthly 9 again, a monthly 9. We like these monthly 9s. So is Tilray gonna get a big massive oh come on, sort yourself out. Is Tilray gonna get a big move? Is Tilray gonna get squeezed? I mean, if there's anything these young Robin Hoodies are gonna want to squeeze, it's marijuana stocks. I mean, that's literally just I mean, they can basically squeeze Wall Street. They can basically try and squeeze the government into allowing marijuana to be legalized in wherever it's not legal, and yeah, all sorts of stuff they can do with that. So, but and then another one they were talking about as well. I don't know why they're talking. This one they've already got on this pop. They've already popped this one, but they're on about getting it higher. So I was watching that one, and in all fairness, looking at the chart formation, just very rudimentarily. I mean, it's clearly like a sort of ascending triangle. We've broken out of the top. We look like we back tested it a little bit, and look like we're on the move up. So, and if we're on the move up, what the actual projected target would be? Oh, come on. Oh, what the projected target would be? Wait, is that? No, yeah. This is the log. This is log. Wait, we'll get it in. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. Maybe we've hit projected target. No, so we got more squeezing to go, and don't forget the 200-day moving average as well. So if you break through that, we can trigger even more squeezing. And you can see we sold off a little bit. We sold off, which is good, so we're not having to buy it at the high. So this is another one that I'm potentially eyeing up. But yeah, so just an interesting little thing for you guys to think about having a look at. I mean, this is not real trading. This is basically what bored people that have got a stimulus check that are just having a laugh do. But we can combine it with trading, because like I said, we've got some. I mean, this Tesla could getting squeezed again. I mean, this is my pattern. This is what I had drawn anyway. If we look at this GameStop as well. GameStop, this in April was the most shorted one. So again, it's got earnings coming up. I mean, that doesn't look to me like it's going to be the worst trade to try and take a punt at it before earnings. And then also, I mean, obviously we can't really get involved in Hertz anymore. Airlines, I mean, what Airlines going to keep doing? I mean, I don't imagine they're going to keep I don't know what's going to happen with the airlines, but they've had the pop. My point is, some of the companies already had the pop, and we've got to find basically the new ones that haven't had them. But yeah, that was what I was going to say. So we are combining this with TA as well. So look, this is a monthly 9, and look what happened to the last 9. I mean, this is where I would look to buy anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to keep a lookout for these. If you guys know any other beaten up heavily shorted stocks that aren't on my little pile of my little rubbish pile I've got going on here, then yeah, let me know, and we'll see what happens. And remember, this is definitely not financial advice. This is even less could be construed even less as financial advice as what I normally tell you guys. But anyway, so right, thanks for listening, and I will speak to you guys soon.